long before Pythagoras. On top of the Kret culture site was built the Angkor complex in Cambodia, which is a model of the Rig Veda. It is 72 degrees from the Great Pyramid in Egypt. There are 72 complexes there. It's the story of Soma. It is also the story of the treasure of immortality. A lot of people think the treasure, a kind of grail, is physical riches, but actually the riches of shamanic gold is what it portrays. The central temples are built in a swampy moat filled with crocodiles, very accurately, so accurately in fact that 12,900 years ago they would perfectly mirror the stars of Draco, the dragon in the heavens, which goes through all of the 12 houses of the zodiac and whose heart is at the heart of the zodiac at all times. The heart of the dragon, so to speak. Now, in the myths of Cambodia, it is the sky dragon who has a daughter called Soma. And it is that Soma daughter who their Manu, or their ultra-terrestrial hero, Kamu, manages to obtain to get the treasure of immortality. So on this central heart of the dragon foundation, you've got 54 devas and 54 demons churning a snake, churning the Soma snake. They're trying to churn the Soma plants into the elixir of immortality. There are 54 and 54 on either side. 108, that is the 107 plants plus King Soma. It is also a description of the Milky Way. Yet people would go into this complex expecting to find a treasure. The entire complex is built in the mathematics, the astronomical mathematics of the Rig Veda, the mathematics having been derived by Soma vision, ayahuasca vision, by macroscopia. Immaculate accuracy being gleaned from the technology, the telescopic technology of these psychoactive molecules. The complex was built upon underground complexes that were very old indeed and clearly related to the Rig Vedic culture, although the Rig Vedic culture is said to be the legacy of a previous super civilization, a super civilization of alchemist shamans, a super civilization called Murutas, a super civilization which had the star gods and ultra-terrestrials openly walking on Earth. You see the similar pyramid complexes of Angkor, like the Mayan pyramids and other step pyramids of the world, which represent the world mountain or Meru, the mountain on top of which is Soma, which is also the personal vehicle. So these intricate central temples immaculately are a stargate. They mirror on earth that which is in heaven, and you need aerial reconnaissance to be able to so accurately order the temples in a swampy moat infested with crocodiles. It is a miracle, yet it is the story of the Rig Veda shamanic manual of Soma. Soma is not just a journey, it is the fuel by which the mystery of reality is unburied. The mystery of the self, the mystery of the code of life is unburied through the heart. This is a star clock legacy in stone of the Rig Veda, which we have documented elsewhere. A very large subject, but one of the legacies that shows that entheogen and psychedelics in the old time were the source, the fountain, the information technology of great wisdom that has influenced the world ever since. In the Temple of the Heart of the Dragon at Angkor, which points at all time to the heart of the dragon, there is 54 statues, each with 4 faces of Sri Lokeshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion, making 216 faces altogether, around the central capstone, forming the Meru mountain or the Meru mandala, the Aum yantra, on top of which is Soma. So the point of this, the capstone of this geometrical yantra in stone, points to the northern ecliptic, the heart of the dragon, and there it shows the secret of Soma. It was said that, in fact, the treasury of Soma was buried there, and the elixir of immortality, the Soma Amrita, or Soma Amrita, the Soma Ambrosia of the gods. We also see the story of how Gautama Buddha becomes enlightened and gains his golden Maha Naga, or snake light body, the light body serpents having been accessed from the Kundalini, from the code of life, the DNA, perhaps. It would be indicated within the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda Soma legacy has a geometry of tools that are used in the shamanic implementation of the art of somagenesis, the art of shamanic voyaging, where all fields and sciences are joined together. The art of awakening the light body, of using the astral body, the body that links to the astral regions or the astrological regions, the stars, the star body, the star atom. It is an 8-folded flower of light, a lotus flower, 16 petaled, which is awakened by Soma, the inner Tantra with the outer Tantra, the bringing together of opposites. This legacy of the Rig Veda is also given in Java, in a Meru temple complex, where 72 stupas on Mount Meru are representing the 72 years for 1 degree in the zodiac, and there are 432 Buddhas at that complex. There are also 432,000 syllables in the Rig Veda, so this again is a stone microcosm, yet in the macrocosm of the Rig Veda. It is the Rig Veda in stone on a small scale. 72 degrees is also the golden spiral that's awakened by ayahuasca when 8 cycles per second, or alpha waves, are engaged by its molecular action. So this is the golden spiral of transcendence. It is the beauty of the gold that goes on infinitely, forever. For 8 cycles per second, when this counter-rotation, this equal phase conjugation, comes together around and through our body by ayahuasca gnosis or apotheosis, the epiphany of the rapture, of the ecstasis, of bringing together the heavens and the hells so that they are both cancelled into transcendence. 8 cycles per second phase cancels all chaos, all static patterns, all physiological addictions, and sets up an infinite cascade of coherence known as the binomial triangle, or the Sierpinski triangular cascade. This in the Vedas was called the Aumkara, or the Meru Prastara. Based on Mount Meru, it is the flow of Aum. It is also the musical tuning of the universe. So ayahuasca, shamanic rapture, ecstasis through the whole body, logs the body on to the universal song. One can see the pentahedral form of Sierpinski here in relationship to the 72-degree golden triangle. Here, 5 72-degree golden triangles, also making the pentagram. Here we see, again, 8 cycles per second, equal phase conjugation, phase cancellation, phase cancelling all wave vectors that it encounters, and establishing the coherent cascade. And establishing in water, as Dr. Puhardt showed, to 4 Hz, 8 Hz, 16 Hz, 32 Hz, even 8 Hz cubed, 512 Hz. The Vedas deal with this formula as 1 divided by 49, which yields the same numbers. These are the, in fact, 50 Sanskrit letters, one of which is the all gods, and one is the one God. Likewise, the I Ching, which are based on these same letters, Terence McKenna's decoding producing the Dharmata, originally are 50 reeds